Hey guys, what's up? So I have been sort of keeping track of some of the stuff that's been going on with Pirate 101, and I kind of get my information from a summarized source. These people are what are known as data miners. They actually go into the game, they look at the files before they're released, and they get the information to us so that, well, we can, we just look at it in a summarized form instead of having to log in the game when the update comes out and, grind the particular update for hours and hours. So this is actually right here. This particular tweet is summarized a bit from I think either one of the streamers or the King's Owl Live. It's the King's Owl Live. So apparently we'll be fighting the Armada. We'll continue to fight the Armada. They'll be nerfing drain spells, which I don't know if drain spells were actually much of a problem, um, but that's interesting. Um, the Bazaar will get a revamp. Not sure what they're going to do with the Bazaar. Maybe they'll allow you to sell pets. Uh, I don't know. It won't make much of a difference because you won't be getting you won't be getting the good pools or anything like that. I don't know what they'll be doing with the Bazaar. To make it better. Maybe, no, honestly, they need to allow you to sell the balloons. They need to allow you to sell the balloons. That would be such a life changer. Um, I mean, it wouldn't, fundamentally change the game in the ways that needs to be changed, but it would be a nice quality of life type of thing. Internal services are still being worked for the EU. So Europe will be hopefully getting Pirate 101, and that's really my hope for this game to thrive. Although, as I said, um, there are some fundamental things that need to change with this game in order to really bring it to the next level, and that would be to remove the RNG and fix the fort glitch, which doesn't seem like it's high on their priority list. Um, so, that being said, Pirate 101 is getting some more stagecoaches. They just put Aquila into the game, which is nice. Death's Door, if you do the Obsidian Key bosses, it's no longer free to play. So that's cool, I guess. I mean, look, for a player like me, look, I guess I'm a particular type of player. Free to play, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I say Pirate 101 compared to some other games out there is actually fairly cheap. Now, some of y'all would, I mean, Pirate 101 is more expensive than some games, but Pirate 101 is also a whole lot cheaper. Look, $10 a month, you can access everything. That's a pretty damn good deal. Um, but anyhow, uh, yeah, uh, that will no longer be free, okay? Which I'm cool with. Now, people who, for some reason, they live in another country or they're in uh, high school and somehow can't make any money, which is really weird. Uh, sorry, it is a little weird. That'll be a problem. Um, but I mean, once again, if you're smart, you know, for example, I mean, I'm sure if you're good at making pets or piloting accounts or what have you, not saying I do that myself, okay, you'll find a way. That's generally what people do um, to, buy whatever areas or get a membership or whatever it is. Um, that's what people have done in the past, and I see that continuing, especially if further areas are put behind a paywall. So that should not be an issue. Stagecoaches are excellent. It's a no-brainer right there. Good job on King's Isle. Less grind, more of the game experience as opposed to the drudgery of the game. Um, so we're taking a look at this pack right here, the Dragon Spires Renegade pack, and it's really funny. Is like I'm not logging on Twitter every day or anything like that and checking all this stuff. Um, I just get messages from people who I play with as soon as something comes out. Hey, yo, this could be the news, something or other. And apparently this Buccaneer companion right here, is it the Buccaneer companion? Uh, Apparently he's really good. So yeah, he gives follow through to your entire team, which honestly I think is very, very powerful. Because follow through, if y'all aren't familiar, follow through is basically guaranteed relentless. If we take a look at this ability right here, look, okay, glancing blow, and it reduces the dodge of a unit by 50%. Now, the question is, does it do it after both attacks? And, does the dodge take place after, like, the Relentlesses and the Blade Storms and all the other stuff, or uh, does it take effect before? Even so, you think about, hitting first with this guy right here, and then hitting with a Peter Quint or a Troggy or something like that. That's still massive. Like, this guy charges first. He gets his hits off. Then the next guy charges in, and he'll have the follow through, plus he'll have all of his change, like, say, a Peter Quint or a Goranando or the new Troggy companion. I see this as being just a tad too powerful. Okay? Just think, a Buccaneer uses his esprit de corps weapon. Okay? This guy uses his dodge weapon, or his dodge ability, his draconic charge. Well, no. First of all, he's already got this draconic fervor popped, and then he pops this. That along with the spirit. Okay, if you're not understanding, that's more powerful than actual zeal. So basically, a buccaneer could completely demolish a swashbuckler. Swashbucklers are already very squishy. Okay, if y'all don't already know, basically, criticals cannot be dodged, so if you crit, which Buccaneers crit a lot, they chain. Okay? Now you have regular chains that are pretty much guaranteed to hit with this ability right here. So I see this as being quite broken, um, especially using particular combos. Um, it's cool they added this companion in the game. Uh, I think it is very likely that he will be banned right away in every single Pirate 101 tournament that the community hosts. And since that is the form of PvP that is legitimate in this game, it's not ranked PvP, by the way. No one does that really. I see this guy as being a nice collector's item, but very interesting abilities. This right here is interesting. Um, how does it activate? That's my question. Does it activate randomly? Um, does it activate when he moves? Is it like when he moves, all the units around him are slowed by 50%? I do not know how this triggers. I would actually have to get my hands on this companion right here and test it myself. This is interesting right here. It's basically ranged poison that lasts for three turns. It's kind of like oh my goodness, it's kind of like plague, except that it has a nicer area of effect. So let's see what else he gets. Gambit of Steel. Interesting. He only gets 3 epics after that. Yeah, I'll take it. He might be good. He might be good. That does look very interesting. This ability right here seems to be decent. This one right here could be overpowered if it works the way I think it does. Let's take a look at this guy right here. He's the privateer. Looks like he's got the same thing. Yeah, he's pretty much got the same thing, except he's got I forgot what this one's called, but it basically kills units that are too low health. So um, that's interesting. Why you can get the weapon. There are quite a few weapons here that are interesting. No one's going to use these wands right here because the range is so bad. I mean, maybe privateers will use this one. I don't know. It's another Morn song. Now, privateers are going to use the 6 range shooty staffy weapon. That's what they're going to end up using. Mojo Echo. No one's going to get a chain for an extra Mojo Echo. This ring could be nice if it's a easier drop ring. Drop if it drops easier than the regular's ring. That's a nice little touch. I like when they do copies of gears that already exist, just to increase the drop rate. These boots for just 1 mojo burn, I'm not sure if that's really worth it. Um, the accuracy is decent though, so maybe. Let's see what else we got here. Hurl blades. Wow, you get another hurl blades. How about that? Esprit de corps on a ring. Hmm, that might be worth it. The esprit de corps might actually be good. No one's going to go for that assassin's hat. I mean, there's already a hat in the game that uses assassin and poison, so why would you just do the assassin hat? I mean, I get the stats are better, but honestly not worth it. But the ring and the boots do look interesting. Um, let's see. The Buccaneer stuff. Reaper, second Reaper. That's interesting. Shadow Dance for a ring. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Overall, I wouldn't really take any of this gear. The one that may be used every now and then may be this Dark Flames ring. Dark Flames ring might be used every once in a while, but even then, I'd probably take a Valor Fortress or an Assassin Strike over that. Um, but yeah, or a Revive. I mean, Buccaneer's already critical a lot. Um, I don't see any of this gear except maybe the ones with the Draconian charge being banned. I don't see any of this gear being banned, so that's good. We got some good solid gear here. Some of the companions here look a bit OP. It's interesting. I just want to say I'm happy that they're doing stuff with the game, and they've continued to do stuff with the game. I just hope that that eventually. Oh wait, hold on. Here, this is the interesting thing. So you can get 1 extra range for your privateers now. So privateers can basically have the same range as witch doctors. That's interesting. Is it worth it? The the 1 slot, is it? I don't know, but it's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I forgot where I found that. Maybe it's a little further up. Pet snacks. You got some pets. Yeah, I guess that's really all we got to say, except that Pirate101 also has new pet talents. It's got gunnery and artillery. I don't think anyone's going to really try very hard to get that on their pet. Um, Last time they added something, it was quick adjust, and that was pretty hype. Like Grant's quick adjust. Um, but those are my thoughts. That's an interesting update. Am I actually going to play through this update diligently myself? No, I might wait for a couple more updates and I might get on the game and I might do that. To be honest, I've been enjoying Rise of Kingdoms a lot and I've been continuing to play that. You don't care too much about it, that's fine. But I do have a channel, um, Lucius Fox. Yes, it's named after the guy in Pirate 101. And but also been playing some War Selection, which I think many of y'all might dig War Selection because it's the type. It's more of a War Selection. I would say is more along the tactical lines that Pirate 101 is. It is technically an RTS, but it is 100% free to play. Okay, there are things you can buy, right? If you're not familiar, there are like civilization packs you can buy, but the civilizations really only take effect very late to the game, and the game rarely goes into very late game. So essentially, the game is free to play, and if you want to get any of the civilization packs, you can win matches and you can get tech points. So since most games will probably, end either in the mid or late Middle Ages before the civilizations even take effect, I mean, it's basically free to play. Okay, and you can get the tech points, get the late game civs, and all that. So, um, fun game. More tactical than strategic, kind of along the lines of Pirate 101. But if you want something more strategic, uh, Rise of Kingdoms is definitely the game for that. Rise of Kingdoms takes days and days and days. You log on, you plan things ahead. Um, you know, Pirate 101 and War Selection, um, those are more tactical. You um, kind of, you know, kind of come up with stuff on the fly, I guess you could say, and play the game like that. So, based on situations, um, not with a long-term, type of slogging match, I guess you could say. So, uh, anyhow, y'all let me know what you think in the comments. That's it. I'm surprised I'm still posting videos about this game. Um, but